Hello, welcome to the queue for Operation Devils Brigade. It is Commonwealth and France turn 6. And why do we have a Chiefs hat here? Oh, it was a heck of a playoff game if you missed it. A wild one. If you want to watch, go back and look and see and watch it. Just watch the last 5 minutes of the game and it will be insane. It was fun the whole game, don't get me wrong, but it was crazy at the end and then in overtime. All right, so here we go with the purchases. They have, I forget what it was now, 31. So we have a transport, artillery, infantry, and then on the other side of the map, we're gonna place a fighter and a transport. And let's get on with some of the moves. All right, so we have a combat here in Argentina. It's a walk-on. We have 5 infantry and an artillery all posting up here. In Argentina, that will be a walk-on. So let me just flip that over. And I will go adjust their marker up 2 and Germany down 2. So that puts them up to 26. We have some more walk-ons. That's right here in Africa. We've got an armor going 1 and 2, picking up both of those. We got a second armor going there along with 2 artillery. And I think we'll just do 1 artillery. I don't know why I thought I needed to move that second one. That is the next, whatever, there's another walk-in somewhere. Oh, yep, up north here. We have a transport up in England. We're gonna pick up 2 guys that started the game in Scotland and load them to the transport and move into this crowd here in C zone, what is that? 110. And even though the transport's up there, it reaches Normandy. We will take that from Germany for a +2. All right, so that moves them up to 27. You know, I said 26 earlier, but they moved to 25. Now they're moved to 27. They're also going to take 1 from Italy to go to 28. So I need to move Germany down 2 more and Italy down 1. And I think, as I'm looking at my markers, that is it for the non-coms. Or I mean the battles. France does not have a battle this turn. But non-com, that's what this yellow arrow is, they will load on that US transport. There's 2 of them. But there was 2 of them in there. I'm almost certain, oh, there it is. And there's the other one. All right, so the US transport has 2 French on one and 2 British on the other. Get that marker out of the way. The rest will all stay put. We have a French move nowhere. Oh, I didn't move the rest of my Commonwealth forces here. My mistake. All right, so we have got a tank that is, what is the tank doing here? I think I'm gonna rail the tank. So on this transport from C-Zone 71 at a naval base, 1, 2, 3, drop off in West Africa. And then the tank will rail 1, 2, 3. Can only get to French. But this guy can go all the way to here. This tank will drive over there, so that gets him further. All right, so the 1 tank railed up to Sudan. The tank that was in Sudan just drove over there. This guy will march in there. All right, so we have a Anzac fighter that's in Egypt. It will go 1, 2, 3, and 4, all the way over to French West Africa. we are shifting our forces. This guy from Iraq will move into Iran. And on this side of the map, not a whole lot here. We're going to take this fighter, or are we? I think we'll leave that one. We're going to take this fighter and fly it over to Borneo, which would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm thinking about taking that fighter over there as well. I don't really need it here for anything, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because it's at an air base. We will move our destroyer up, and that is pretty much it for those moves. We're going to move our artillery back just for sake, and we'll switch this infantry up. And I think that's it. As far as the French, they will move up into Anhui, which will loosen the noose a little bit on Japan. And I think we are good to go. Let's see, no more units, no more markers. All right, well, that was a quick Anzac turn in France. So let's look at, oh, maybe I ought to place my units. All right, the fighter and the transport. Fighter goes in Sydney, transport in C-Zone 62. These 3 units will go up here to Canada. Yay, Canada. All right, in Quebec, and then the transport in C-Zone 106. So let's look at the money right now. They have on the board 28. So there is 25. And there's the 3 for the 28. All right, so they have 3 of the 6 territories for an additional 3. And now they have a land unit on the Atlantic Wall territory for another 3. And I think I had one more move that, well, you know what, didn't mark it. All right, we're good to go. That is the end of that. So let's, that's the cash, which was what, 28, 31, 34. $34 for Commonwealth next turn. They have in Quebec infantry, artillery, C-Zone 106, transport. Argentina, 5 infantry and artillery. C-Zone 83, a transport. C-Zone 91, a destroyer. French, West Africa, infantry, artillery, and a fighter. West Africa, a tank. Libya, a tank. Libya, city of Tobruk, a tank, artillery. Artillery in Egypt. El Alamein, infantry in Egypt. Tank in Anglo-Sudan. Infantry in Iran. 1 infantry in Sumatra, 3 infantry in Java, 2 fighters in Borneo, Queensland, 2 infantry, C-Zone 54, a destroyer, C-Zone 62, a transport, New Zealand, an infantry, in Sydney, 2 are AA, 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 fighter. And for France, the infantry moved up to Anhui, and that infantry stayed. That infantry stayed in Morocco and Egypt. 2 infantry did load a U.S. transport. That's it. We were on to turn 7, and Germany will be up.